From 1 to 2 is 100 milliliters, correct?
Yes, so each line is 50 milliliters.
Okay, great. And then you pick up the skin behind her shoulder blades.
And we're going to go right in this little tent of tissue here.
A tent of tissue below your thumb.
And the needle you're going to hold with the beveled edge up like that.
Okay.
And then try not to hesitate when you're going in. Try to do, one motion
Quick.
like that so that it's not too irritating.
Okay.
So now that's in there. I'm not going to hold it right here because if she moves, you'll pull it out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I kind of wrap it around and hold it back here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll just start this.
And start the switch, which you roll back towards the back to turn it on.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And now you see the liquid flowing there.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be going pretty quickly like that. It might be dripping fast or all in one stream, that's fine.
Okay. And you said you put it in the bowl there to warm it up at the very beginning, just so that when you start it's not real cold and a shock. Okay, great.
You don't want it to be too hot, so just test it, on your wrist.
Okay.
Let it, open this up before you stick her and let it flow on your wrist to make sure that the temperature feels good.
Okay.
I'm just going to give this steroid.
How much did he say to do per day?
100.
Oh, 100.
So do 100 once a day.
Okay. Kitty, you're getting a bonus shot. Another thing she said to make it careful when you recap the needle, because you don't want to poke yourself.
Yes.
Because I would.
Painful. I've done it.
Change the needle every time. And give it to her once a day for a while.
And it goes pretty quick. We've already done 50. So we got 50 more to go.
I'm amazed how easily she took it.
Yeah, she's being really good. She kind of twitched her back.
Mm-hmm.
She noticed it a little bit, but it wasn't, too stressful for her.
So floppy.
And then she will have this bump here that will dissipate over about 24 hours. It also the fluid can migrate down to their little armpits, so it'll look like they have baggy armpits. That's normal.
Okay. What else? What should I watch out for with it? What problems can arise?
You shouldn't have any problems arise. She's going to urinate more than normal, obviously. Some of the problems you can run into when injecting her is going through the other side, not going in all the way.
Oh, yeah.
So if you start the fluids and you see it flowing, sometimes if you just, I'll show you when we're almost done here. Once I pull this out, I'll show you what can happen.
Oh, look, we're almost to 7.
And she seems like she'll be good for this.
So when it gets to about 7, you turn it off.
And then just pull it straight out. And
Careful recapping.
It will leak a little bit. That's normal.
Okay.
Sometimes when you are pulling up the skin to place the needle, if they're really dehydrated, it will go through the other side. So you don't need to pull it all the way out and do it again. All you need to do is kind of pull that skin like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and flatten it back out.
Okay. Great.
But yeah, you shouldn't, other than needle placement, you shouldn't run into any other problems. If you store the bag, a funny way or something happens, this little chamber can fill all the way so that you can't see how much fluids she's getting. So just turn it over, squeeze a little bit out, and keep it about halfway full.
Okay. So when you're dripping it, you keep it about halfway full?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
If you see, sometimes the line will get some bubbles in there. It's not a problem since it's going subcutaneous.
Yeah.
It's not going IV. That's fine.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Much more pleasant than subcutaneous cyst removal.